mà lại về thì I need my list. Change for 20. I do it. It'll be all ones. So
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Wolverines ready to get this thing started and open the season. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the right. Still on his feet at the 35. The expressway is wide open. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-game land. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. They'll try the run. Finds a crease at the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Husky.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road. You know, this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before. And there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he closed the deal by scooting 31 yards for the score. Fair catch called for and made. The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's got room. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Those who stay will be champions, so said Bo Schembechler, and those who keep it on the ground churn out first downs.
Yeah, it's because it's a way of life, right? It's that physicality. It's going to be hard in practice all week. When you're at Michigan, it's going to be grind. It's going to be physical. That's who they are. They won't compromise. And if you get to stick around here recently, a lot of success, too.
There's always that issue of conference pride, keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. And I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You know, as an offense, when you're trying to complete these tunnel screens, you're going to have to be able to negotiate some of these defenders near the line of scrimmage. They're all looking to swat it away. Good job by the defense there.
Now the toss. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On second down, looking to throw. Finds his target down the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. The Wolverines are in the hurry-up. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Intercepted. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Grease, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into it for a quarterback, they're smaller, and they close a lot quicker. So you really have...
Trying to get behind the defense. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Right down the gut of the field. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Huskies.
Well, I know it's a very small sample size, and we've got a lot of football to go this year, but what can you say about this offense? How explosive and impressive they look. Top 5 in the nation in scoring, and you can see why. They've got speed and playmakers all over the field.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Lining up to add another. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
Nice run there on first down. You know, this is a running back that gets better as the game goes on. So they're going to want to make sure they keep feeding him the football, let him get lathered up.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Takes his shot. Complete downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup. Ole Miss dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from DK Metcalf to A.J. Brown, I think we may have seen the next great one emerge today. A top 25 clash and an impressive showing that could be a huge confidence builder for this program. Back to you.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Back to pass, it's Aurora. Getting some heat. It's complete to the right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
Well, this guy's been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 100.
Got a lot of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they capped it off with a scintillating 57-yard touchdown run. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, the defense is fast. If you can hit that quarterback with his speed and force those incompletions, man, that is impressive.
He's looking to throw. This time he's got him. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Grbac or Tom Brady, Jim Harbaugh, Brian Griese, guys that could hurt you throwing the ball from the pocket, surveying the field, reading defenses, and making quick decisions. This guy has the ability to do all of those things.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. They'll go back to the ground. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. Quick pass on the jet motion. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over.
That ball is intercepted at the goal line. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football ready.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block.
He'll take the deep shot. Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
PAT unit on the field. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
Well, you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And back to the air on 2nd down. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And that's the danger. When you've got a receiver like that, if you blitz and you're playing man coverage, he's one-on-one, and he's going to burn you if you don't get home to the quarterback.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Wide open downfield. Crosses the 30, he's got away. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. To the air on 1st down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. And the Huskies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking. Very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
He wants to throw here on 2nd down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
Coming after him. They get to him as he throws. Finds space on the right. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Guys, this offense is already reeling down. Multiple possessions, really need to cash in on this drive. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Touchdown, Wolverine! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Get some work done there. Pick up a 4 to the 22. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut or I can throw it and they just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary, guys that can win one-on-one and guys that change and force your game plan to have to adapt for them. You need to double team these guys if you want to have any chance. This is that type of player. He's got so much ability.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Here comes the option. The pitch. Pirouettes away from the defense. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picked up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch?
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. The pull and throw off the RPO. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the fourth quarter with the big lead, he's still taking shots.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
Really nice awareness by that guy, too, because it looked as though his momentum might carry him out of bounds, might stop the clock, but he knew to get down. He was fighting to make sure he fell down in the field to play, and as a result, the clock keeps ticking.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. If they can get it into the end zone here, they can really turn up the heat in this one. 3rd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Husky. He has spent a lot of time in that end zone and an absolute assault on the scoreboard.
No doubt about it. And guess what? I get to make a lot of highlights. I can copy and paste all of these touchdowns, show everybody the game I had. And the defense, well, you're just going to have to shake your head because you've been getting dominated.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A strong tackle and wrap-up from the junior.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously, you give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He'll try to pop the draw. Found a little running room, and they get him stopped after a pickup of 6 to the 32.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
With jet sweep pass. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's a really easy play to run to get positive yards, especially in a situation like that when you're looking for the first down. You run that play, you get it. Nice, easy breezy.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Huskies want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll run the option. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run the option. Quick toss. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Huskies! And the stomping has commenced.
And after that amazing performance in Week 1, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Kent looks like a bunch of world beaters right now. I'm not sure I've ever seen this offense look this crisp. They're up by 22 over the Coyotes. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. On the run from inside his own 5.